Hi friends. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Annalise, and I want to start a new segment on this channel because it's been a minute. Is that a piece of cork? I hate when cork gets in my wine. I would like to start a new segment on this channel, and I don't know what it's going to be called yet. I'll think of that while I'm filming, but it's essentially going to be me talking about things while I drink wine. So, it's like if we were together having a glass of wine together and I'm talking to you and you're not able to talk back because every time you start to try to talk to me, I just keep talking and I don't stop because this is a very one-sided relationship that we have, but it's fine. You know, get some wine and I'm just gonna talk about things. Originally, my idea was to do a story time video with a glass of wine, and every time I say the word like, because we all know I have a problem with the word like, or maybe I would do literally or something like that, I would take a drink every time I said that word. So that was my original intention, and then I realized I'm not trying to get blackout drunk every time I film a video. I'm just gonna casually sip my wine. I have an event to go to tonight. I have like a meeting to go to at 9 p.m, which is super weird. It's at a bar, but it's a meeting, I swear. It's a meeting for an app that you should go download, and it's really awesome, and I'll put the link in my description. But it's called Mastro, and essentially if you're into like working out, or you want to be into working out and you don't like going to the gym because you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do, like, it's an app where you can find trainers or coaches or classes near you, and it's really freaking cool. You should definitely download it. It's free, baby. Can we just talk about my new phone case? My two favorite things are aliens or outer space, just space in general, planets, all of that stuff, and Gucci. So this is just kind of the most perfect thing on the planet. I didn't really think about what I was going to talk about. Oh, which wine glass am I holding? It says Majestic AF. You can't see that because I have a ring light shining in my face, because if I don't, I look dead. Just YouTuber things. So the reason I'm sitting here not in my usual filming spot, which is over there, is because I got a new tapestry. Trust me, I wanted to hang it. I did. I wanted to hang it and then film the video in front of it, and you know, every intention of hanging that, and the package came this morning, in my defense, and it's, you know, 5 p.m. but I have been gone all day. Anyway, I was gonna hang it up, but I got too lazy, so I was like, I'll just film somewhere else with a less busy background. So I picked this little white wall, thinking that it would just be all white, but then I realized you can also see my living room and part of my bathroom, so I apologize. I want to get one of those things that all the fancy people have, or I guess I could just get a green screen, because then you could have any background you wanted. But it's like a roll of paper of like tons of different colors, and you can just pull it down and change the color background for, you know, whatever you're filming, which like is cool in theory, or like if you're teaching a kindergarten class, but I don't know that I would want that in my house. Maybe one day when I have like my own big house and I have like a special room dedicated to filming, I will invest in one of those. But first I need to invest in a house, which is not in my near future. In fact, I'm trying to downgrade my freaking apartment, because paying for a one-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles is honestly a fucking joke. Even if I was filthy rich, I would be like, it's not really worth it. Well, maybe not, but what should I talk about? Let's see, what's the date today? Oh, it's December 15th, which historically is the worst day of my entire life every year. Last year, oh, this is gonna get dark really quick. I better take another sip. We'll start earlier. So 3 years ago, on December 5th, I forgot to put lipstick on for this video. I was gonna put lipstick on. We'll just be casual. I was a junior in college, and I was at a bar, and I got punched in the eye by a man, and I got a black eye. And my boyfriend at the time was not there. He was working as a police officer, and I called him and I told him, and he did not come, so that was fun. 2 years ago, December 15th, that guy, that ex-boyfriend that I talked about, dumped me. Yeah, it was technically the 15th because it was at like 12:30 a.m. when he came home from work. And it was unexpected. If you would know that if you've seen my videos about it. It was very unexpected. We were gonna get married. That was terrible. And then I had to take my last final that day of college, which I had already graduated 2 weeks before that day. We lived together. We had our own rooms, but I usually would sleep in his room. But I slept in my own room that night, which I remember was super weird. Or I didn't sleep, but I was in my own room that night, which I remember was super weird because I had my own room, but like just all my stuff was in it. I never slept in my own bed. Like never. It might have been the first time ever that I actually was in my room overnight. Yeah, so then I was in my room all night, and then I had to wake up at like 7:30 a.m. to get ready for my final presentation, which was at 8:30. I was a disaster. Like I started crying like halfway through, and I had to like hide that I was crying. Luckily it was like a group presentation, so I wasn't the only one that was up in front of the class. It was really hard, and right after we were done presenting, I went to the bathroom and just like fucking I didn't cry. I was just like, I think I was still in shock because I realized at that, this video just turned into me talking about my breakup. Shit. I have a Postmate coming and I think that might be them. Why it was so shocking and why it was unplanned and like why neither of us wanted it, but we had to. So I took my final, I went home to our house, packed a bag of just like a few things, grabbed my dog, and drove the 2 hours to Northern California where my parents lived. I just left, and 2 weeks later I ended up coming back to pick up all of my stuff. But yeah, I just left. I went home. There was really no working it out. We had already talked about it a lot. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, it was the worst day of my life, right? So I drove home. I remember falling asleep on my parents' couch and then eating a bunch of food, and then my best friend came over and she was like, it's probably a bad time to tell you, but I'm engaged. And I was like, oh my god. So yes, my best friend was engaged, and that was actually really cool, and I was in her wedding like 8 months later, but not the best time for me to hear that. No, not at all. And essentially I had to not begin the job that I was just offered, a really great job in Reno, because I had just graduated with my degree, so I could get like a big girl job now. I couldn't take the job because I couldn't continue to live in Reno because I couldn't afford to keep doing so. I could have. I mean, when I think about it, like, yeah, I could have, but there was just no point. Like, the only reason I would have stayed there would be because he lived there, and then since I was done with school, it was like, I don't want to keep living in Reno. Long story short, it's always the worst day. Oh, and then last year on December 15th, I tried to kill myself, so. Was it the, no, it wasn't the bad time. I mean, every time you try to kill yourself is a bad time, but on New Year's Eve, a couple weeks later, I also tried to kill myself, and that was the time that it was bad. It was really bad. But yeah, so cheers to December 15th. So far today has not been terrible. It's been an average normal day. It hasn't been terrible. I'm gonna go out. I have an event to go to. Let's make this day. There's only 6.5 hours left of this day, and I am not gonna let it be bad. What else is there to talk about? Right, tomorrow I'm getting a spray tan for the first time in over a year. I don't love spray tans, but I don't like being pale. I mean, okay, this is pale for me, just if you're new here. I'm usually pretty brown. But I haven't self-tanned in a few months. I haven't had spray tan in a long time. Definitely have not been in the sun. So that'll be cool, but I'm getting a spray tan tomorrow because then I have a shoot on Sunday in LA, and it's gonna be really freaking fun. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be so cool, actually. Like, let me know if you guys like the idea of me just sitting here literally talking to you about whatever comes out of my mouth. Just talking to you about whatever pops into my brain and then shits out of my mouth, essentially. Let me know if you enjoy that, or if you like a more structured story, a more content-filled story time, or do we like a more ADHD, scatterbrained, drink wine, get really deep and dark and talk about suicide and breakups and then start talking about spray tans? Let me know. Just let me know. Today I uploaded my exposing a YouTuber video. It's a good video, I will say, but someone has already commented on it saying, just FYI, she doesn't expose anyone in this video. And I explain why I don't say the name in the video, and the name is on my Patreon, so if you really care to know, you can go freaking join my Patreon and then like unjoin from it. But I personally don't care about other people's drama. I just like hearing a nice story, you know, a nice drama, a nice scandal. I don't really care to know who's behind it. I just like a good plot. So I didn't think people would be so concerned with finding out like who it was and who the guys are. But if you really are, you can go join my Patreon. Even if you hate me, like join it and then like cancel it. Like you're spending like $1. I don't understand. Cannot compute. Lately I've been watching more YouTube, I think because I have a TV in here now, and it's not like I watch it. It's like I'll have it on in the background while I'm doing things or like working, or I go to is like a nice story time, like a nice Tana story time, or you know, I always have Trisha Paytas on, but I've seen all of her videos, like some of them multiple times. So, and if someone is doing a story time where they expose someone but they don't say the name like I did and like I've done before, I don't care. You know, I'm here for the story. I'm here for some content. I'm here because I need the drama, because lately the only drama in my life has been leggings are all that fit me right now, and I'm kind of constipated. So, you know, it's nice to have a little drama that's not your own. But I digress. Also, I decided literally today that I'm going to stop. What was the quote that I saw? There was a good quote that I saw that made me like really think about my life. Yes, this is what it is. I need to like write this down and put this somewhere. It's just a simple little quote that I saw on Instagram by a poet, and it says, "The trick is less comfort, more courage." And I was like, damn girl, like that really hits home, because I always tend to, well, not always actually, that's not at all true. It's kind of like I'm either extremely impulsive or comfortable and not taking risks, or not even risks, but like doing things out of my comfort zone. So that quote really was just like, damn, like if I ever am questioning something and there's no reason for me not to do it, and I'm just like anxious or nervous, like I'm gonna fucking do it, because like less comfort, more courage, and then life will be better. And literally since I adopted that mindset, great things have already happened for me. And I'm telling you, I literally just saw that quote this morning. I don't know what it, I think I realized that like if I'm not constantly challenging myself and pushing myself, not being comfortable and falling back to what's comfortable, my life isn't going to be as fulfilling, you know? And it may also be a lot harder, but honestly, here's the thing with my emotions and everything. Most of the time I am in a state of anxiety or depression, or just like an irritable mood, you know? I shouldn't say most of the time, but it just seems like a lot of the time, because when I'm in those states, it's so extreme. Like, what do I have to lose with like putting all of my heart and all of myself, all of my passions into doing things that are outside my comfort zone? Because if I fail, or like if it goes wrong, so what? Like I would be miserable anyway, you know? Like I'm not happy being comfortable, so might as well like take the risks and reap the benefits that will come, and then also have to deal with bad things that also will come. But either way, like either it's going to be 100% bad, or it's going to be 20% bad, 80% good. And I don't know, like that quote really hit me. I was like, this is very true. This is a true statement that I like, and I probably will get it tattooed on me, because that's what I tend to do. You know what I should do? Lately I've been talking a lot about butt sex, and when I said I should get that tattooed, I thought, damn, I should get that tattooed like on my ass cheek, but I already have an ass cheek tattoo. So then I thought maybe I'll get it tattooed like in between my ass cheeks, and it'll say less comfort, more courage, and then I'll have the courage to have butt sex. It's not a bad idea. Ah, you know when your phone is in your crotch and then it vibrates? That's always a weird feeling. Okay, I swear the person that lives next to me either has 3 legs. I don't know, I swear, because when they take steps, you hear 3, and then a pause, and then 3. It's like, so I don't know what's happening. Imagine he has 3 legs, and I'm just a total bitch. Who dis? Oh, it's just Postmates. I don't have friends. I don't know what to talk about. I kind of have to pee. Once my wine is gone, this video will be over, so if you're drinking wine with me, you better chug that thing. Or, yeah, chug it and then pour some more, because I'm gonna be on my way to go get a drink right now. Not right now. In like an hour I'm gonna leave. And I literally had this much wine, so I'm not drunk or tipsy. So don't come for me. I'm gonna go get another drink, so it's fine. Well, my wine's gone. You know what that means. Actually, it just means this video is over. Also, but I have a hickey right here, and it's not even from like, well, it is from a person. Keenan like bit me right here really hard, because if you don't know, this is a little life hack. I don't know, it's honestly amazing. Your vagus nerve, right, it goes like all throughout your body, and 2 really key points for it, at least from what I've heard on females. There's the 3-legged man again. Why is this so bright all of a sudden? 2 of the main points are right here and right here. For me, it's only on the right side. I discovered this in a very bad way. So if you don't know what the vagus nerve is, look it up. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I was at the chiropractor, and I remember I was vlogging this day, and this was like almost 2 years ago. I was at the chiropractor, and the lady would always massage me before the chiropractor came in and adjusted me, and she would always massage really hard right here and right here. But whenever she was on this side, I would start to get the feeling like I'm about to have a fucking orgasm. And I swear, like I can push on it right now and get like tingly. Sorry. And literally I had an orgasm while laying there. I kept it quiet. She had no idea that I know of. And I was only going to the chiropractor twice a month at this point. I upped my visits to once a week, because I knew that every time she massaged me I would have an orgasm. And I learned through vlogging about it and talking to people about it that's because your vagus nerve has a really key point right up here. Since then, there have been 2 other times where someone has touched my vagus nerve and I've had an orgasm, and one of them was also a massage. It was like an actual like deep massage, And the other one, someone literally just, one of my friends literally just like squeezed me right here, and he was just like hugging me, and he was like, oh, it's good to see you, and just like was squeezing me right here, like giving me a little mini back massage, and I literally had an orgasm like right then and there. And that is yeah, that's the money spot right there if you're ever wanting to like try something with your partner or whatever. And I've touched Keaton right here too, and he said that it felt good, so I don't know. I've heard mostly from women though that that's like a really triggery point. I'm like just pushing it here. Imagine me having an orgasm on camera. Oh my god, I'm so demonetized. Thank you guys for watching this little wine chat. Wine, what's a word for talking that starts with a W? Wine whimpers, wine wumbo, wombat, wine words. Wine words, that could be a good one. Thanks for watching, and let me know how you feel about wine wonders? Wine wonders. Wine words. We'll figure it out, and it'll be in the title probably. If not, leave me suggestions, because clearly I can't think of any good W words. Alright, bye!